Nature has set rules. There are predators and prey, and they run the circle of life. But sometimes some animals break away from those rules and do things totally out of character. Here are 10 predators that saved prey instead of attacking them. A 2-year-old leopard, Leopard, just got her first kill, which was a baboon. But what Leopard didn't know was that this baboon had a baby. After she made her kill, the 1-day-old baby came out from its dead mother's pelt. When Leopard saw the baby, she completely ignored the meal that she had just hunted for herself and carried the baby baboon to a tree where it was safe. The leopard then continued to care for the baboon as if it was her own baby. She would groom it, cuddle with it, and showed multiple signs of affection. She would even pick the baby up and bring it back to the tree every time it fell off. Unfortunately, since the baby was only 1 day old, it couldn't survive without its mother. But the leopard probably made its first and final day a lot better. Cats and dogs are known for being mortal enemies, but sometimes it's the complete opposite. In this next one, this dog notices this cat in the pool of water. The cat is completely stuck in the water and isn't able to jump out because of how slippery it is. It's pretty obvious the cat had been stuck in the water for a pretty long time because of how weak it looked. When the dog first observed the cat, it actually hissed at it and looked at the dog's intentions. But when the dog realized the cat couldn't get out of the water, it jumped in just to save it. The dog literally carried the cat on its back and rescued it out of the water. Even though buffalo don't really seek turtles out to kill them, they can easily take them down if they want to, and the turtle wouldn't be able to do anything about it. In this video, this buffalo realized that this turtle was on its back. No matter how hard this turtle tried, it wasn't able to get right side up. It's actually very common for turtles to die from hunger or dehydration when they get stuck on their back, so things weren't looking too good for this little guy. Fortunately for him, there was a buffalo looking out for him. The gentle giant took it upon himself to help the turtle turn around. Using its horns, the buffalo managed to flip the turtle around and save it from its deadly fate.
You got it, dude! You got it!
An old couple from Mississippi decided to take in a mother cat with her 2-week-old litter of kittens. But that's not all. The cats and the kittens came with another surprise: a baby squirrel. The squirrel literally thinks it's a cat. It'll even purr just like one too. Apparently, the mother cat was actually taken in by an elderly lady who noticed that she was pregnant. Around the same time, the lady came across a baby squirrel that fell from a tree. She knew the squirrel wouldn't be able to survive on its own, and she couldn't find its family either. So she decided to introduce it to the cat. Surprisingly enough, the cat accepted the squirrel with open arms and took care of it as if it was her own baby. Usually, cats wouldn't wait a second before killing a squirrel, but this cat adopted it instead. Thanks to the cat, the baby squirrel was able to live. This video, taken in 2014, shows a crow that got stuck inside a bear's pool. The crow was clearly scared and was desperately trying to get out of the water, but no matter how much it tried, it couldn't. The whole time, the bear was actually watching the crow trying to get out. At one point, the bear decided to help him get out of the water itself. The bear dunked its hand in the water and grabbed the struggling bird. When it took the bird out, it just collapsed on the floor. Most people thought that the bear would turn the crow into its next meal, but it actually just left it there and went back to eating carrots. Unfortunately, no one knows if the bird actually survived, but at least the bear tried its best to help the poor guy out. In most cases, lions are the ones that attack other animals, not save them, but this video might just make you see lions in a different light. In a scene straight out of The Lion King, this lion saw a baby rhino being swarmed by a bunch of hyenas, and there's seemingly no way for the rhino to be saved. Instead of letting the rhino be bullied or even killed by the pack of hyenas, this lion decided to take matters into his own hands and heroically attacked the pack of hyenas. Just as one of the hyenas had its jowls around the baby rhino's neck, the lion jumped on top of the hyena, and in the end, it actually let the rhino run to safety. The baby rhino was seemingly unharmed, and the video has a very wholesome conclusion with the rhino reuniting with its mother. One of the greatest things about dogs is how big their hearts are. They always seem to understand whenever someone or something is in trouble, and they always try to help in any way they can, even if it's hopeless. In this video, we see a dog looking at a lifeless fish outside of the water. It seems like the dog detected that the fish was still alive, and instead of letting the fish die, he decided to splash a bunch of water on the fish in a desperate attempt to save its life. The sheer compassion this dog is showing towards the fish just goes to show how incredible dogs can be. It doesn't seem like the fish lived, but humanity's faith in dogs sure did. This orangutan noticed a duckling drowning in the pool inside of its enclosure. Even though ducklings can learn how to swim from when they're just a week old, they can still get into somewhat difficult situations. This baby duckling did just that. At first, this orangutan just watched the duckling struggle while sitting on a rock. But when it noticed that the duckling was drowning, it tore a leaf off of a bush and put it near its mouth. The orangutan tried to make it latch onto the leaf so he could take the duckling out of the water, but when the duckling didn't latch on, it decided to take matters into its own hands. The giant grabbed the duckling and took it out. At first, the orangutan brought it close to his face as if it was going to take a bite, but it just put the duckling back on the grass after rescuing it. Tigers can be some of the most dangerous predators out there, and will kill just about anything that comes their way. But this tiger just decided to do the complete opposite thing by adopting a bunch of piglets. The tiger started taking care of the piglets as if they were her own cubs. Apparently, this tiger was extremely depressed after all of her cubs died, so her zookeeper decided to do something to make her happier. They took piglets and wrapped them around in tiger skins, and then they put them into the cage with the tiger, who happily accepted all of them. Cats will just about hunt anything that's smaller than them, and that includes bunnies. But this cat decided to adopt the baby rabbit instead. Apparently, the rabbit's mother had just died around a week after it was born, so the owners decided to introduce the baby rabbit to a cat that had given birth not too long ago. Because of this, the cat decided to mother the baby rabbit as well, and started taking care of it. That cat would feed the rabbit and even groom it as if it was part of her own litter. Which one of these videos did you find the most shocking? Make sure to let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and hit that bell icon for more. See you around!